Welcome, I'm Tracy. This is Bariatric Yoga. I'm so glad everyone's here. We've got some amazing faces in the studio and I'm trying to get some music going. And while that's happening or not happening, I'm super excited that everyone's here. And the best part about yoga is that it's just a practice. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to practice. And I like to begin the session with an offering of essential oils. I have some lavender here. So if you're in studio and you're open to that, just open your palms. If not, just place your palms down. I'm just going to put a little dab right here and then wave it around to invite the sense of smell into our practice today. And if you're online, we'll pretend. We'll just rub those together, wave it all around. And here you go, Connie, here's a little bit for you, baby girl. Just rub it around. Oh, I love it. Lavender is amazing for calming the senses and really settling us in to this space. So Eckhart Tolle has a saying, if you're in a hurry, then you don't want to be wherever it is that you are. And man, I was in a hurry to get here, but I'm here now. And I'm not in a hurry. Sometimes that gets me into trouble because I run over time. So we're going to begin always with centering our breath. So we're going to grab an easy seat, and an easy seat, Sukhasana, is just that, easy. Whatever that feels like and looks like for you is up to you. It may be legs straight out, it may be deer legs, it may be crisscross applesauce. We're going to be here for about 10 minutes in an easy seat. Feel free to move around, whatever feels good in your body. You may even decide you want a chair, and that is fine too. As we settle into our seat, you might even want to move a little bit of this yumminess that protects our sits bones out of the way and really ground yourself down into the earth. Just allowing the hands to come to rest on the knees or anywhere on the body that gives you some relaxation. And begin to close off the eyes. Just your natural flow of breath this evening as we begin our practice. If you feel comfortable closing off the eyes or perhaps even a gentle gaze down towards the floor, towards the earth. And as you begin to pay attention to your breath, entering in through the nose, filling up the body cavity, allow that breath to begin to straighten up your spine, lifting up the crown of your head high to the sky. And on the exhale breath, really allow the bottom half of the body to relax and deepen into the seat. As you are paying attention to the breath, you might begin to notice that the breath rewards you by becoming just a little bit deeper, a little more present. With each inhale, begin to get taller. We grow in yoga. We stay green and growing. And on the exhales, just deepening into the seat without losing the length. Focusing in on relaxing the bottom half of the body and growing tall. The shoulder blades can even begin to meet in the back. Noticing the head over the heart and the heart over the hips. And now, yogis, now we set our intention for the rest of our practice. A Sat Nam, as they say in Sanskrit, thousands of years old, this language. Sanskrit, an I am statement, Sat Nam. Said here in the present moment, I am, and you fill in the blank. I am here. I am strong. I am determined. I'm excited. Whatever it may be. Something positive. It doesn't have to be true. And hold on to it through the breath. Through our next 30 minutes together. But we're not working on counting time. We're working on counting our breath. In and out. Just a gentle blink of the eye to bring some light in and outstretching the fingertips wide on the mat, tickling the earth. We'll begin some movement with our breath. On the inhale breath, we're going to bring the hands wide, east and west, rising high up to the sky. The palms will come to meet up at the top. Our upward salute, Ardha Hastasana. If the palms can come to touch, great. And if not, that's fine too. The idea is that the arms are coming as close to the ears as possible. Extending this reach here, getting this blood flow to circulate differently. Big, strong reach. On the exhale breath, lowering the arms down. Hi, baby girl. There's a mat right in that closet. You're fine. Come on in. On the inhale breath, we're going to do that same thing. Arms up high, palms come to touch. Yeah, right there. It might shut right behind you, but that's fine. You can get back out. Exhale breath, lowering back to the middle. Beautiful. Yeah, move around. Inhale breath one more time, up high and hold at the top, palms together up at the top. Beautiful, holding right here for an in and out breath. And make sure it's not an exhale, but we're going to twist open to the right on this exhale breath. Blow it out. And if you twist to the wrong side, it doesn't matter because we're going to do both. So on a twist like this, using the opposite hand and knee connection can aid in the twist. And just breathing here for a moment, even taking a peek over that back shoulder can deepen into the stretch. And then when you've had enough, and only when you've had enough, it's on an inhale breath that you're going to reach those hands back up high to the sky and returning to neutral. But if it feels good, you stay right there. And on an exhale breath, you're going to just open up to the opposite side. The best thing about yoga is it's never choreographed, because I would not do well. So twisting open to the other side whenever you're ready. Deepening in on the exhale. The inhale breath is always to grow taller. And the exhale breath is to deepen into the stretch. Yogis, whenever you're ready, we're going to inhale the arms high to the sky. Take a glance up to the sky and gently release the hands back down to the earth. Beautiful. Now taking the right hand across the body, gonna use the left hand to give us a nice arm stretch here. And a beautiful opportunity to roll the wrists. And however many times you want, I'm never counter. Just make sure you go the other direction as well. This works both parts of the brain. Inevitably, I always feel awkward in one of the directions. Don't forget that we're also doing the arm stretch here. So breathing in gives the muscle what it needs, and it's on the exhale that you might deepen the stretch by just 1%. And then gently release that stretch. Tickle the earth again, coming back to neutral. And then an inhale breath to prepare. Lifting up the left arm, exhale breath across the body into the stretch. At any time, I've got an injury in my right elbow, so I'm very aware of that. Listen to your body. If anything doesn't feel right, just drop the stretch and wait for the next one. So just breathing here, rolling the wrist opportunity, going in one direction, and then the other. Inhale, breath, grow tall. Exhale, breath, deepen into the seat. Check the shoulders and make sure they haven't jacked up to the ears. Exhale, release any tension. And gently come out of the stretch. And now, next stretch, we're going to bring the right ear down to the right shoulder. A little deeper of a stretch. Inhaling breath, we bring the right arm around into the head. And I like to just kind of tuck it. Oh, I have a flower there. I like to tuck it around the flower, around my ear. And then I can add as much pressure here as I'd like on the head to give a little deeper stretch. Breathe here, yogis. And then if you want to walk your opposite hand out, you can intensify that stretch down the arm. You'll feel it. If it's too much, just walk back in. Sometimes I like to play around with it. Breathing in. And on the exhale, let go of tension, anything in the bottom half of the body. This stretch is just in the neck. And then whenever you're ready, release the hand. Return the neck to neutral. And yogis, take a second and notice the feelings and sensations in the body right now before we move to the other side. It's an opportunity for you to see the benefit of yoga, the stretch that you've done for your neck on one side and not yet the other. Inhale, breath to prepare for the stretch. On the exhale, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Oh, that already feels so yummy. Inhale, breath. The left arm comes up and around the head, wrapping it around the ear. In and out, breathing. And then a tickle of the fingers on the opposite hand, if that feels good for you. Beautiful. And then releasing the hand first, back down to the earth and returning the head to neutral. And now then chin down to the chest. And then inhaling the hands high to the sky, clasping the fingers together and allowing them to gently come down to the back of the head or even the nape of the neck. Keeping the elbows out straight, you can apply just a touch of pressure there. You suffer from headaches or migraines, these neck stretches are beautiful things to work on daily. Now inhale the spine tall. Exhale, deepen into the seat and the stretch. Don't hold the breath. Allow it to flow. Then when you're ready, release the fingers, unclasp the hands, float them back down, return the head to neutral. And then a gentle gaze up to the sky for the counter move. Not too much. And then yogis, it might feel really good to just go all the way around with the neck. Breathing as you go. And once you make it all the way in one direction, guess what? Turn around and go the other way. Beautiful. Then we're going to send both feet out wide for a beautiful V. Some of us are already there. And now just checking again, head over heart, heart over hips. That's already a stretch for me. And now we're just going to turn and face the right foot. Beautiful little toes. And I'm going to use my fingertips as little like Spider-Man's, like sticky fingers. And I'm gently going to make sure my spine stays straight. And I'm going to use the breath in and out to just walk down the leg, keeping my spine nice and straight. For a gentle stretch here. As soon as it feels too tight, stop and pause and breathe. And then on an exhale breath, see if you can deepen the stretch, just 1 or 2%. Once you feel like that's enough, go ahead and fully fold if that might feel good. In other words, bend the spine. Go ahead and fall into the leg if that feels good. And then roll yourself back up into a neutral position, returning to center. Then rotating the body over to the left leg. Same thing, yogis. At your own pace, gently walking down the leg, using your fingertips as a gentle guide to know when to stop. When you feel that resistance, use your breath to pay attention. And then inhale the oxygen, sending it directly to those sticky muscles. And exhale to deepen into that stretch. Beautiful. Keeping the spine straight. Then when you're ready, you can just fully fold into the stretch. And then only when you're ready, you can stay there all day if that makes you happy. Walk yourself back up, returning to neutral. Inhale, breath, grow tall. Exhale, breath, deepen into your stretch. Whoop, see, we're not stretching. And now we are, because we're going to walk forward. Just tiptoeing the fingers And then I'm going to the full palm for support. And I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to breathe into this stretch. And here, yogis, an opportunity to just walk around. Palms fully planted on the earth. Walk around to the right, to the left. It doesn't matter. You're working all of these tiny ligaments that are on the inside of the thigh. I know that I feel them. Gently, it's so rare that I pay attention to them. They're thanking me right now. Breathing life into them. And then when you're ready, back to center, gently walking back up. And then pulling the knees in together. Legs in together. And then placing your hands behind you. It might feel good to then just windshield wiper out the legs. We've done some serious leg stretch. Awesome. And then we're going to head to table position, which are on hands and knees. If you have any knee problems, I like to double my mat. So I get some knee support. If you have any knee issues, just head straight to a standing position because that's where we're going. So we're in table position. My shoulders are over my hands and my hips are stacked over my knees. And I'm going to pull my belly button into my spine. And then my pelvic floor, I'm going to pull that in too. So I'm nice and strong in this table position. Head is shining forward. And this is a strengthening pose in and of itself. Breathe here. Feel the strength just to hold up your own weight is so impressive. Breathing right here, using even the tops of your feet to hold some of the weight. This is an intense asana. Now we're going to tuck the toes and head towards downward dog. So if that's a struggle for you, just go straight to a standing position, but you're going to send your hips high so that the head comes between the elbows. And the hips are the highest thing on the body. And then when you're ready, look forward to your hands and gently walk your feet to meet your hands so that you're in a beautiful forward fold. And just hanging out in this forward fold, our first inversion of our practice. There should be a block if you're in studio to bring the floor closer to you if you'd like, which can be helpful. And just allow the head to hang heavy, allow the shoulders to hang heavy, a little bend in the knee might be nice. And hang out here, but don't forget to breathe. If you're at home, I like to use just a any can of soup. The bigger the can, the closer the floor gets. Anything at home that can bring the elevation up. And then when you're ready, bend the knees and we're going to come to a halfway lift, just letting the hands slide up to the thighs so that the body is parallel to the earth. This is a strengthening position as well. Tuck that belly button into the spine and then forward fold back down again. And now we're going to root our feet and rise all the way up, one vertebra at a time. Into our mountain pose, Tadasana. If you did put a loop in your mat, go ahead and undo that. And we'll meet in mountain pose, Tadasana. Beautiful. Give a nice wide stance, about shoulder width, maybe more apart. We're headed to our warrior two position. It doesn't matter which way you face first. I'm going to put my left foot forward. My toes are going to face the short end of my mat. My back foot is going to be parallel with the short end of the mat, and a slight bend in my front foot, my left leg. Bring the hands up for warrior two. Beautiful warriors. Tuck the belly button in. Big smile on the face. Holding here, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Awesome. The back hand, we're gently going to bring it forward to meet the front hand, bringing the palms together. Shooting warrior. We're now going to have a bow in our hand. Use the right hand to pull the bow back. Working the shoulders out. So the back elbow, my right elbow is pulled way back. And then the palms will come to meet again in the front. Beautiful. Pull the arrow back again. Breathing in. Exhale, bring the palms back together. One more time. Inhale, bring the arrow back. Beautiful. Exhale, palms back together. And now return back to a full warrior two, bringing both hands extended. Flip the front palm up and reverse your warrior. This just is a nice side stretch. Don't need to go far. It's also balance. Planting both feet. Tuck your belly button in. That's where you find your core strength. A challenge to look up at the hands. Well, it's just one hand. And now we're going to take the elbow, your front elbow to your front knee. Gently and slowly balance. The back hand will cartwheel forward all the way to the mat. And twist the back foot so that all toes are pointing forward. Beautiful. Y'all yogis, gravity always wins, just so you know. Now both hands planted on the mat. And this is a challenge. If you're feeling froggy, we're going to just twist open to the left. Planting the right hand. I'm going to open up to the left, my heart shining high to the sky. Or not, whatever you're comfortable with. Gently bringing both hands back down to the ground. We're going to return to that standing warrior. Rising, cartwheeling back up into this beautiful mountain pose. Awesome. Awesome. Big deep breath in. You're doing it. Now we're going to do warrior on the other side. So the right foot is going to face the right toes are going to face the short end of the mat. The back foot will be parallel to the short end of the mat. And we're going to take a look at the hips. They should be parallel to the long edge of your mat. And the hands will come to rise, bending that front knee forward for warrior two. Gorgeous warriors in here. Inhale, breath. Just do the other side. You'll feel it, and then you can switch in the back. We just inhale, breath. Hold here. Pull your belly button into your spine. Feel the strength. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. I like to keep my fingers light. No tension. Strength is here in the core. This is the lower half of the body that's getting stretched. And these shoulders are taking on a lot of weight here. In breath to prepare. Exhale breath sends all this energy. I'm going to bring my back hand to meet my front for shooting warrior. Palms come together in the front. And then in breath, I'm going to pull my bow back all the way across the chest, like I'm shooting an arrow. And then on an exhale breath, push the arrow forward, palms come together in the front. Inhale breath, pull the arrow across the chest. Exhale breath, shoots the arrow forward, palms together. One more time, make it count. Inhale breath, pull the arrow across the chest. Exhale breath, send it forward. Excellent. Return to your warrior two position. Breathe here. Arms are burning. Love it. Really love it. I love it. Flip that front palm forward. Reverse the warrior. It doesn't take much to get a side stretch here in this position, so don't feel like you have to go far. You should feel this right here. Breathe. It's awesome to feel this restricted breathing when the lungs are kind of twisted like this. It's so awesome to be present in yoga because you can't really think about anything else. And then on an exhale breath, we're going to come all the way forward, front elbow to front knee. Cartwheel the back hand all the way to the mat while rotating the back foot so all toes face forward. Then you can bring both hands down to the mat. Yogis, feel your strength right here. And then if you're feeling froggy, we're going to lift the right hand for a complete twist here. This is intense. Gravity always wins. So if you fall, please know you're not alone. Hold here for as many rounds of breath as you feel comfortable, and then drop the hands back down to the ground. Rotate the back foot so you have some stability, and gently bring yourself all the way back up into your mountain, heel toeing your feet a little closer together. Send your fingertips long to the ground. Big deep breath in. Exhale that out. That was great. Ardha Hastasana, our upward salute. On an in-breath, we're going to send our hands east and west, high to the sky, palms together at the top. On an exhale breath, we're going to go all the way down, swan dive forward, hinging at the hips, all the way down to the ground. Forward fold, yogis. Your block is around somewhere if you need it. We're not staying long. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back into your forward fold. Inhale, root your feet, rise all the way to the top. Palms together at the top. Ardha Hastasana, our upward salute. Exhale, forward fold, all the way back down. Get this heartbeat going. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop back down into your forward fold. Inhale, root your feet and rise all the way up to the top, palms together. Ardha Hastasana, upward salute. What was your Satnam? Hold here for a round of breath. I am. Exhale, forward fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root your feet, rise all the way up. What is your Satnam? Palms together at the top. One last dive forward with your Satnam. I am all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root and rise. Palms together at the top. Stay in prayer. Bring your palms down into your heartbeat. Tuck your thumbs right there in your heartbeat. Excellent. Awesome. Drop the hands into mountain pose Tadasana. Big smile. Yogis, move those little feeties around. We're going to make our way all the way to the ground. Supine position, which means on our backs. However you need to get there, take your time. Slowing it down. Good work. All the way down. Gonna have the palms of our feet together, knees bent, hands to the sides. And we're gonna notice the spine, how it's not fully on the earth. It's got a nice curve. We're gonna take the curve out for just a second by tucking the belly button into the spine, and pushing that full spinal contact to the mat, and then release it. One more time. Belly button into the spine, and then release. Just know that that's an option. So we're headed to bridge pose. Ideally, we want to take that curve out of the spine first. So push the belly button into the spine, and then we're going to lift the hips up one vertebra at a time, rolling up into the shoulders so that the weight of the body is on the shoulders. You might want a little space in between the feet for a little more even balance of weight distribution. And then when you're ready, just lowering back down one vertebra at a time. Let the curve just return naturally. And then in breath to prepare. And on an exhale, tuck the belly button into the spine, push it all the way down, and let the hips rise one vertebra at a time. Taking the weight to the shoulders, see if you can make it through a round of breath. And then when you're ready, lower back down one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. One more bridge. It's an in-breath to gather up all of the energy. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, belly button push. Rise up one vertebra at a time. Yogis holding here for maybe 2 rounds of breath. I am. Whenever you're ready, lowering back down one vertebra at a time until that natural curve returns. And then hugging the knees into the chest, wrapping your hands, your arms around your knees, give yourself a big hug. You all deserve it. And then plant the left sole of your foot down and kick that right leg straight up to the sky. Point and flex. Woo. Point, woof, and flex. And then rotate the ankle. Who can read my mind? Deanna. And then rotating in the other direction, she said. And then point and flex. And then a little pump of the leg. And you'll hear my knee popping for sure. Just giving a little blood flow here at your own speed. If there's one part of the body that everyone is different on, it's the knee. So listen to your body. And then when you're ready, plant the right foot firmly on the ground. Notice the body, any difference in the legs. And when you're ready, send the left leg high to the sky. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. And then all around. You know the drill. Always feels a little different on one side versus the other. But that's why I practice. Big breaths for me. And then pumping at the knee. All right, this leg we're going to keep high in the sky, and we're going to cross the left leg over the right as if we're ladies, even if we're not. And then we're going to bring the right leg up so that the calf is parallel to the earth. That's 37.
But I was like, what?
Did I say that wrong?
No, just can't do it.
And then we're just going to allow our legs to fall over to the right side for a spinal twist. Now I can pick up my head and I can look in the opposite direction for a little deeper of a twist. And if you need to resituate the body, always feel free. You can even cactus out the arms or make a T with them. And then just breathe and relax here. Don't hold on to any tension in the muscles and the buttocks or the thighs. And returning the legs to a neutral position, uncross, and then recross, taking the right leg on top of the left. And then lifting up from the core if you can. If not, we're just dropping down to the other side. And again, a peek over to the opposite direction can give a little deeper twist. Breathing here. Beautiful. And then inhaling, we're going to bring the legs back to center and send both legs straight up high to the sky for waterfall. If you've done yoga with me in the past, you know this is my favorite asana. Putting your hands behind your knees for support is super helpful. If you're ever at home and bored, find a wall, put your legs up the wall. This is absolutely hands down the best yoga pose, yoga asana possible, in my personal opinion. I'll tell you why another time because we're running out of time. Okay, if there's any yoga pose that you want to do you didn't get to, maybe a happy baby, now would be the time to do it. If you want to bend your legs, grab a hold of your big toe, really just play around, have some fun. Now would be the time. And then I want you to send your legs straight out and find Shavasana, our ending pose in yoga. The time when we really get to absorb all the practice. I have an eye pillow. I only grabbed two, but I do have a washcloth for you if you want to put this over your eyes to block out the lights. And just closing off the eyes and allowing the body to really take in all the hard work that you have done. Big, deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Sending breath all the way to the tips of your toes. Noticing all the sensations along the way. Wrapping your mind's eye around all the spaces and places that you touched today in this moment by showing up and doing the work, the practice. Extra generous inhales. Feeling your body rise. Big, deep, generous, even loud, open mouth exhales. Letting go of anything you might still be holding on to. Checking in with that Sat Nam. Yoga is not about the pose. Yoga is about the stillness and the attention to the breath. It's about this right here, right now. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. On your next breath in, bring life and energy back into your body. Knowing that the feeling you have right now, you can bring about at any time. Rolling over to your right side, maybe making a pillow with your arm. In any way you choose, beginning to slowly, gently, with care, just rising to a seated position in any direction. Doesn't matter. We're all here together. With our eyes gently closed, or maybe just a gentle gaze down to the earth, we'll take one last breath in unison together, sending our arms east and west, rising them high to the sky, bringing our palms to touch our Ardha Hastasana upward salute. Keeping our hands together in prayer, we'll bring them down to our heartbeat, tucking our thumbs into that beautiful heartbeat. Yogis, please know that the light in me bows and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Y'all have a great night.
Thank you. Yay. So that was my very first.
No.
Too.
Thank you.